We are spiritual beings having a human experience. And if you've ever heard of the chakra system, you've probably heard of the third eye, or as I like to call it, the first eye, which is connected to clarity, concentration, imagination, and intuition. How many of you are lucid dreamers out there? I love getting deep sleep. I've been lucid dreaming ever since I was 4 years old. Meeting people from past lives, maybe some would say, or traveling into the future, being part of different intergalactic communities around the world. But some would say, Drew, you're a little weird, and you're welcome. I get that. In order for us to be able to lucid dream, we have to ensure that our pineal gland, which is actually in between your eyes, straight back, right above the midbrain, is open. Your pineal gland is a pea-sized shape organ in your body, and it's part of the endocrine system where your adrenals, thyroid, sex hormones, pancreas, pituitary, and the hypothalamus are located as well. All of these glands use hormones instead of electrical impulses used by the nervous system to power changes in this miracle of a machine human meat suit or body that we have. Hormones are massively important and serve as chemical messengers in your body, circulating through the bloodstream to create a collaborative symphony of your body's functions. So why am I highlighting the pineal gland today, my friend? Great question. Turns out that your pituitary, hypothalamus, and pineal glands play an important role in your own spiritual experience. And if you're not living outside of the 3D at least once or twice a week, my friend, there's a reason you're watching this video. Now, your pineal gland, which I'm diving into today, is unfortunately, it's subject to calcification due to the processed food we consume daily, as well as the overabundance of fluoride found in water and in toothpaste. That blockage stifles our ability to really tap into a higher plane and experience the vast expansiveness of our spirituality. So ensuring it's firing on all cylinders is absolutely fundamentally one of the best things that you can do. There's a reason you're watching this video. And get this, your pineal gland is literally swimming through this highly charged cerebrospinal fluid and has more blood flow per cubic volume than any other organ. And because of this, it's thought to be the gland with the highest concentration of energy in the body. So think about that for a minute. You've got this spiritual powerhouse living thing within this beautiful brain that's begging for you to look after it. But because of this toxic world we live in, and the fact that we can't see or really feel the effects when it's burdened, it gets left behind, hindering our spiritual experience and our own evolution. But not anymore, my friend. Today I'm going to show you 7 signs that your pineal gland is calcified and what you can do right now to help ignite your connection to the divine source, to God, or whatever spiritual essence resonates with you. Pineal gland calcification symptoms are often related to, number 1, low melatonin production, because the pineal gland is the primary source of melatonin. You may already know the significance of melatonin for sleep, but melatonin also strongly affects your circadian rhythms, your mood, your immunity, and the quality and quantity of your sleep. Have you seen the images or heard the story about the melatonin crop circles? Check it out. Seems like our alien brothers and sisters are trying to communicate, and the way I see it, they're saying, wake up, people. And something a little less talked about, melatonin is also known as the anti-aging, anti-stress agent, and it does this by suppressing cortisol, plus the fact that it's also an incredible antioxidant. Melatonin production is activated in the pineal gland by the dark fluctuations of dark and light. Dark activates while light inhibits. Once melatonin is released, it moves through the brain via cerebrospinal fluid, finds its way to nearby blood vessels, and is circulated throughout the rest of the body. But when the pineal gland is calcified, this job becomes increasingly challenging and sometimes downright impossible. If you're experiencing any of the 7 symptoms I'm about to share, it may be a sign that it's time to upgrade your habits to support a healthy pineal gland right now. Number 1, poor sleep. We know how important it is, right? If you're not getting enough rest, it affects every other area in your life. Mood swings, depression, anxiety, and on the spiritual realm, low or lack of creativity, consciousness, intuition, this feeling of oneness. I mean, if it all sounds a little bit woo-woo for you, that's okay. They don't call me woo-woo Drew for nothing. And I'll encourage you, however, to expand your mind, my friend. Your body is absolutely incredible and holds so much power. There are things you can do right now to improve your human experience naturally. And while it may feel weird or silly to think about cleaning up the glands in your brain, science has proven that this is not only real, but the bombardment of toxins within your body is way too common in our current society, and that includes your pineal gland. Spiritual traditions have long expressed the activation of the pineal gland with the opening of the third eye. So how do you decalcify it and open yourself to this higher level of consciousness and evolution? I'm glad that you asked. These are the things you can begin to do right now. Most people begin to notice a difference in a couple weeks, while others, it may take months or maybe even a year to really jump into this. But what is time anyway? I mean, we're talking about the pineal gland. Does time even exist? Probably not. Like anything, patience and persistence are key, so stick with this. And remember, a healthy diet and lifestyle definitely help the process. I'm going to give you the 7 things that you can do to increase your pineal gland's capability and your superpowers. This is another video after the one I talked about how important your pineal gland is. It's a very, very important organ in your body. Number 1, spinal cord breathing. It's something that I learned long ago that I like to do, and I'm going to show you a simple breathing method to activate our pineal gland. I'm relaxing my body. I'm just becoming aware of how my body occupies time and space in this moment now. You can hear the birds and the traffic and the other things that are around me, but I'm allowing that just to phase into noise. I'm not making any meaning out of it. I'm not jumping to any conclusions about what's happening in my environment. And I'm also letting the thoughts just be noise. Those are coming and going, okay? And as I'm doing this, I'm focusing on my breathing. When I breathe out, I'm coming into almost like a turtle shell. I'm constricting my body. And as I breathe in, I'm opening up. And I'm breathing out, squeezing, holding it. At the end of your breath, hold it. Focus your attention on your pineal gland. Breathe in. And as I'm breathing in, here's the second part of this. Hopefully you got the first part. It takes a little bit of practice to get used to. I'm actually squeezing my pelvic floor. And I'm squeezing. As I'm breathing in, my breath is following up my meridians or my chakras or what have you. And it's going all the way up through all my meridians, and I'm focusing on that pineal gland as I'm breathing. So, breathe out. Breathe in. And as we're doing this, we're squeezing, and as I'm breathing out, I'm letting go. You should feel this calm sense, serene, this feeling of all is well come over you when you're doing this. And I would encourage you to do it for, I would say 2 to 3 minutes a day to start is a good point. Number 2, avoid fluoride. Now, most water in America has fluoride in it. It's something that calcifies your pineal gland. And just avoid it. Get a reverse osmosis, ionization unit in your home, whatever it takes. We are water beings. It's very important for us to have the best water that we have access to. Go get spring water if it's a little bit of a drive. Number 3, supplements or superfoods. There's turmeric, which is really good at decalcifying the pineal gland. There's cacao, right? There's a lot of antioxidants in cacao that actually help with that. Skate liver oil as well. Iodine, green leafy veggies. Green tea is another thing as well. These are all good at helping the body detox and decalcify the pineal gland. So shilajit as well, and also green juice. It's crazy, like the emails and the testimonials I get from people that just start drinking our Organifi green juice, and now they're starting to remember their dreams. So number 4, sun gazing. But sunrise and sunset, if you're anywhere in America where you can actually, or the world, where you can get outside in the morning and at night, it's gonna help the biological process of the body and the decalcification of the pineal gland. It also increases serotonin in the body, which we talked about in my last video. Serotonin is one of the key things for increasing those lucid experiences that we're having. And number 5 is meditation. Meditation's huge when we can start to control our thinking and our thoughts. And I can't talk enough about this Joe Dispenza workshop I went to where we meditated for 5 to 6 hours a day. And he teaches you this type of meditation where you're flexing your pelvic floor, you're driving those energy meridians up, and you're having this experience where the energy goes up into your brain when you're in the void. And from that place, you can heal your body. And number 6 would be sleeping in total darkness. So blackout blinds, getting rid of all the blue lights, all the electronics. Turn that PS3 off for all you gamers out there, that HTC, whatever it is, whatever the hot trend is right now. Take those virtual reality goggles off. You gotta get some deep sleep, my friends. Number 7 would be brainwave entrainment. Now this is for all the biohackers, all the people that actually like to see what they're doing in their brain. And there's different levels of brainwaves, right? You got your beta, you got your theta, you got your delta, you got your alpha. And what does this mean? Long story short is when you have a muse or you have some type of tracking technology that shows you where your brainwaves reside at, it's easier for you over time to gamify it and actually hold those slower wave states much longer. I could actually be meditating right now and be in a deep, slow wave space without being in my head. You know the noise that we make, the 1,000 things that are in the future, the 1,000 things that are in the past that we're always thinking about. Ladies, I know you. I mean, women are notorious for having a bunch of pop-ups in their head. Men, we have like this empty box that we can go to in our head most of the time. So a lot of the women that I work with, it's about slowing down. It's about breathing from here, finding your voice from here versus speaking from right here, becoming more resonant in your life, becoming more aware in the now. Right now is all we have. And if we're in the past or we're in the future, right? There's anxiety in the future, there's guilt, there's shame in the past. So stay away from it. It's none of your business anymore. Be here in the moment, and then you'll have access to much greater personal power, as my Don would say, and a much higher level of living is created in the present moment. If you haven't read The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle, strongly recommend that book. Great book. So these are the 7 steps to decalcify and activate your pineal gland. I'm Drew Canole. Remember, we're in this together. Once again.